Hi, I'm Streaky. Today I'm reviewing the OS Acoustics DB7s. So these are from a brand new company called OS Acoustics. Now they're made in England in Dorset, down on the south coast. They are a Nearfield monitor. So you can see they're a two-way setup. They've got a ceramic tweeter and they've got this sort of aluminium cone here. They're front ported. They are quite a deep speaker for a Nearfield, quite deep, really solidly made. These are kind of like a black ash finish. And round the back, now they've got the lights are on the back rather than the front. They've got this is a Class D amplifier, which I believe is quite an audiophile amp. They have got power light limiter and clipping. I play quite loud, so that was flashing a fair bit. So, you know, that needs to be watched. There's an input gain, and then they have these presets. Now these presets, there's a little list of them here: flat voiced, flat LP, which is linear phase, and then they've got a room boundary connection. I don't know actually what that is, but something to do with if you've got a very small studio, then it's kind of the EQ is changed and the setup, whatever, the stuff inside's changed. I don't know, I'm not technical in that way, but I can hear the manufacturer screaming now because they want you to come out with tech specs. But if you want those, then obviously go to OS Acoustics website, and I'm sure they've got graph after graph you can stare at. But I went through these settings on here. There's no there's no settings for you to start tweaking the bass and all that yourself. These are just, that's what this is for basically. So I actually found that I liked the linear phase flat setting. To me it just sounded like it came together a bit more than the normal flat setting, and for the sort of sound that I like, that's kind of where I was sitting. Now let's move this around so you can see it again, the front. So how does it sound? That's what we really want to know, isn't it? So as a Nearfield monitor, it's really good. So it's weird in a way because these front porting, if you're playing music loud, you know, if you really want to give them a pump and they go pretty loud, you suddenly get this waft of air and it's a bit, whoa, what was that? You kind of, you know, especially if you're in a studio on your own, it's kind of ghost in the room effect, but it's, yeah, it's quite weird, but it kind of tells you, okay, maybe I'm pushing it a bit too much. It's, you know, so it gives you a feel. The top end is really nice. It's a really high, smooth. They seem to have this very flat sound, which obviously is which is nice. They've got a nice bit of bass to them. It's quite a nice tight bass. I wouldn't say it goes super low. It's a Nearfield. It's only two-way, but it's, you know, it still sounds. You can hear what's going on. For me, Nearfields are all about that kind of stuff that you can hear on headphones and things, where it's not about low bass and it's not about super highs. It's about, you know, really focusing in on what's going on in the mids and the low mids, and that's where when I'm switching to Nearfields, a lot of mastering engineers don't use Nearfields, but I really like Nearfields just for that kind of intimate. You know, they're not far away from me. I can just really tune in I don't necessarily EQ a lot on Nearfields, but I will have a tweak. So I'll go, okay, I get that, as just a great alternative. These are really good for that. I would put them in the Amphion range. You know, they're very similar. If you're looking at Amphions, then check these out at the same time, because they're very, you know, for that kind of Nearfield two-way monitor, they're very similar, but just a different flavour. I think they're going to be well received. They're a great alternative for a Nearfield. So yeah, check them out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what you'd like me to review, and I'll see if I can get my hands on it. And if you've got any mastering questions, let me know in the comments too, so I can answer those. And if you would like me to master your music, because you've stayed this long, there is a link below where you get a little discount off mastering with me. So thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.